Welcome back to Mindset English. Today, we will learn English through a powerful and emotional story, the true journey of Lionel Messi, one of the greatest footballers in the world. As you listen, pay close attention to the vocabulary and sentence structure. This story will not only inspire you, but also help you improve your English listening and understanding. So sit back, relax, and let's begin. Some stories are about talent, some are about hard work. But the best stories are the ones about overcoming obstacles. Lionel Messi's life is one of those stories, the story of a small boy from Argentina who faced incredible challenges but never gave up. It's the story of how he turned pain into passion, and how that passion made him a legend. Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in Rosario, a city in Argentina. His full name is Lionel Andres Messi Cucitini. He was the third of 4 children. His father, Jorge Messi, worked at a steel factory. His mother, Celia Cucitini, cleaned houses to help support the family. They weren't rich, but they were close and full of love. The Messi household was always full of energy, laughter, and football. His older brothers, Rodrigo and Matias, often played rough games of football in the streets, and Messi tried to join, even though he was smaller than the others. From a very young age, Messi showed a deep love for football. He could play for hours without getting tired. His grandmother Celia was the first person who truly believed in his talent. She used to take him to football games and encourage him. She would always say, "You are special, Lionel. One day, you'll make the world proud." Those words stayed with him forever. To this day, every time Messi scores a goal, he looks up to the sky and points a quiet message of love to his grandmother, who passed away when he was still young. But life had more than just football in store for Messi. When he was 11 years old, something unexpected and frightening happened. Doctors discovered that Messi had a rare condition called growth hormone deficiency. This meant that his body was not producing enough growth hormone, and without treatment, he would stay much shorter than other children his age. For a footballer, height and strength can be important, and Messi's dreams seemed to be slipping away. The treatment involved daily hormone injections, and it cost around $900 every month. The Messi family did everything they could, but it was too expensive. Jorge Messi, his father, worked long hours, but it still wasn't enough. Their hearts were broken, not because of the money, but because they could see the dream fading from their son's eyes. Despite the diagnosis, Messi never stopped playing. On the field, he was magical. He had speed, skill, vision, and something that couldn't be measured by size or strength. But still, many people didn't believe in him. Some coaches said, "He's too small, he'll never make it." Other kids laughed at him, called him names, and treated him like he didn't belong. Once, during a youth match, some kids locked Messi in a bathroom as a cruel prank, hoping to keep him from playing. But Messi refused to let anything stop him. When he was finally let out, he walked onto the pitch and played better than anyone else. That day, he didn't just win the game, he showed the world how powerful quiet determination can be. At age 13, something unbelievable happened. A football scout from FC Barcelona saw Messi play and was amazed by his skill. He contacted the Messi family and said, "If you bring your son to Spain, we will help with his treatment and let him train at our academy." This was a life-changing moment. But it was also a painful decision. Moving to Spain meant leaving behind everything they knew, their home, their relatives, and their lives in Argentina. But the family knew that Messi's dream was worth it. So, in the year 2000, Lionel Messi and his father Jorge moved to Barcelona. Life in Spain was not easy. Messi was just a small boy in a big foreign country. He missed his mother and siblings terribly. He couldn't speak Spanish well and felt isolated in school and at training. He was quiet, shy, and often lonely. At night, he cried, wanting nothing more than to hug his mother and play with his brothers and sister. But every day, he trained. He trained harder than anyone else. He wasn't the biggest or the strongest, but on the field, Messi was unstoppable. Joined FC Barcelona's youth academy, La Masia, a place where the club developed young talents. At La Masia, Messi was still the smallest on the team. Some of the other boys teased him. "You're too small to play football," they said. But Messi didn't fight back. He didn't talk much. He let the ball speak for him. And when it did, the world listened. He could dribble past 5 defenders like they weren't even there. He had an incredible touch, amazing control, and vision far beyond his years. Coaches began to notice. They said, "This boy is different. This boy is special." Still, life continued to test him. The distance from his family hurt deeply. His father Jorge was there, but the rest of the family stayed in Argentina. Messi often felt alone. He didn't have many friends at first. He didn't understand many of the jokes or conversations in the locker room. But again, he didn't complain. He practiced, he focused, he remembered his grandmother's words, and he kept going. At the age of 16, Messi was given a chance to play for FC Barcelona's senior team in a friendly match. He was nervous. He was still a boy playing against grown men. But during the match, something amazing happened. He got the ball, dribbled past 3 defenders, and calmly scored. The crowd stood up and clapped. Even the senior players were in shock. They had never seen anything like him. One player said, This kid is going to change football. From that moment on, Messi's life began to transform. He officially debuted for the first team at 17 and quickly became one of their most important players. His speed, balance, and vision were unmatched. But even as he became a star, Messi remained humble. He didn't seek fame. He just wanted to play football. As Messi's fame grew, so did the pressure. Reporters followed him everywhere. Fans expected miracles in every game. Some people doubted him, saying he was only good because of the Barcelona system. Others in Argentina criticized him for leaving the country. They said Messi doesn't love his country. He's not like Maradona. Those words hurt deeply. Messi loved Argentina. It was the country of his family, his childhood, his memories. But he didn't let the criticism break him. There were even dark moments. Once, his family received a death threat. A stranger called, warning them to make Messi stop playing. The family was terrified, but Messi told his father, "Football is my life. I won't stop, no matter what." By the time he was 20, Messi was considered one of the best players in the world. In 2009, at just 22, he won his first Ballon d'Or, the award given to the best player in the world. Over the next decade, he would win 6 more, a record 7 in total. Messi wasn't just a goal scorer, he was an artist. He created space, assisted his teammates, and played with heart. Coaches, fans, and players around the world admired his attitude. He never dived, never bragged. He played with honesty and love for the game. Off the field, Messi remained a quiet man. He never sought the spotlight. He fell in love with Rocuso, a girl he had known since childhood in Rosario. They stayed in touch even after Messi moved to Spain. In 2017, they married. Today, they have 3 sons, Thiago, Mateo, and Ciro. Messi often says, "My biggest trophies are not the ones in my cabinet, but the smiles of my children and the love of my wife." Fame never changed him. Family remained his foundation, but while Messi won everything with Barcelona, his journey with Argentina was painful. The national team reached many finals, the 2014 World Cup, the Copa America finals in 2015 and 2016, but lost each time. Messi gave everything, but it was never enough. After the 2016 final, he missed a penalty and Argentina lost. He cried on the pitch and later announced his retirement from international football. The whole country was shocked. Many begged him to return. After a few months, he did. "I cannot abandon my country," he said. "I want to win something for Argentina." In 2021, that dream finally came true. Argentina won the Copa America. The team lifted Messi on their shoulders. He wasn't just a footballer that night. He was a national hero. Tears filled his eyes. "This is for all Argentines," he said. "This is for my family, for everyone who believed in me." The world celebrated with him. But life had one more surprise in store. After more than 20 years at Barcelona, the club that gave him everything, Messi faced his biggest heartbreak. In 2021, due to financial problems at the club, Barcelona announced that they could not afford to keep him. Messi cried during the press conference. He didn't want to leave. This had been his home since he was 13. But sometimes, even the greatest stories take a turn we never expect. MESS. I never imagined he would have to leave FC Barcelona, the club he called home for over 2 decades. When the news broke in 2021 that Barcelona could no longer afford to keep him due to financial problems, the football world stood still. Messi broke down in tears during his farewell speech. His voice cracked as he said, "I thought I'd retire here, but life had other plans." For Messi, it wasn't just about football, it was about family. Barcelona wasn't just a club, it was his childhood, his growth, his memories, and his identity. But life, as it often does, forced him to adapt once more. He signed with Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, a new team, a new country, a new challenge. France was beautiful, but unfamiliar. Paris, with its glamorous streets and bright lights, was different from Barcelona's warmth and simplicity. The language, the culture, the style of play, everything was new. Messi had to start again, and starting over is never easy. Even for the greatest during his first season with PSG, expectations were sky high. The world watched every touch, every pass, every goal. But something wasn't clicking. Messi struggled to adapt. Critics were quick to speak. "Messi's magic is gone," they said. "He's not the same." For the first time in years, Messi faced serious doubts not just from the outside world, but deep inside. He questioned himself. He felt the weight of expectations, the loneliness of being in a new environment, and the pain of leaving his Barcelona family behind. The noise was loud, but within that noise Messi heard a familiar voice. The words of his father Jorge, "Life will test you, Lionel. Every test will make you stronger. Use it as fuel." And so he did. Messi trained harder. He focused on his health, his fitness, and his mindset. Slowly, things began to change. By his second season, he was back to his brilliant self, creating chances, scoring goals, and leading the team with quiet strength. Fans in Paris began to chant his name. His teammates looked up to him. And around the world, children continued to idolize him. They didn't just admire his talent, they admired his perseverance. A young fan once said, "Messi isn't just a footballer, he's a lesson. Even after finding success again in Europe, Messi had another surprise. In 2023, he made a decision no one expected. He joined Inter Miami, a football club in the United States. Many questioned the move. Why would Messi go to a smaller league, they asked. But Messi wasn't just thinking about his career. He was thinking about legacy. He wanted to help grow football in America, to inspire young kids, to build something new. And once again, he succeeded. Stadiums across the US were filled with fans. People who had never watched football before came to see Messi. Children wore his jersey, shouting his name, dreaming bigger than ever before. His presence transformed football in the country, just like he had transformed every team he played for. But what truly sets Messi apart is not just his skill, but his leadership. He doesn't lead by shouting. He doesn't try to be the loudest voice in the room. He leads with action, heart, and respect. Whether it's passing the ball to a teammate instead of scoring himself, comforting a player after a tough loss, or thanking fans after every game, Messi leads with humility, even during Argentina's darkest moments. Like losing the 2014 World Cup final, or the Copa America finals in 2015 and 2016, Messi never blamed others. He always said, "We win together, we lose together." His loyalty to Argentina was often questioned. Some said he cared more about his club than his country. That criticism broke him. After one painful loss, Messi even announced his retirement from international football. But after some time, he came back stronger, wiser, and more determined. "I want to win for my country," he said. "I want to make my people proud." And then, in 2021, he finally did. Messi lifted his first major international trophy with Argentina, the Copa America. The moment was pure emotion. After years of heartbreak, Messi stood on the field, smiling through tears, surrounded by teammates who adored him and a nation that finally saw him as their hero. But there was still one dream left, one trophy missing from his legendary collection, the FIFA World Cup. People said it was too late. Messi was in his mid-30s. The new generation was rising. But Messi wasn't done. In 2022, during the World Cup in Qatar, he gave the world something unforgettable. Game after game, he led Argentina with brilliance, scoring, assisting, encouraging. The final against France was a historic battle, one of the greatest matches in football history. It had everything: goals, drama, penalties, and then, after 120 minutes and a nail-biting shootout, Argentina were champions. Messi lifted the World Cup trophy with both hands, eyes full of tears. The crowd roared. Fireworks filled the sky. Across Argentina, millions danced in the streets. From grandmothers to children, everyone shouted one name: Messi, Messi, Messi. That moment wasn't just about football. It was about a boy who was once told he was too small, a boy who took daily injections just to grow, a boy who was locked in a bathroom as a cruel prank, a boy who faced criticism, heartbreak, and loss, and still never gave up. That boy became a legend, even after achieving everything: 7 Ballon d'Ors, 4 Champions League titles, 1 Copa America, 1 World Cup, and over 40 major trophies. Messi never changed. He remained humble. He never boasted. He never acted like he was better than anyone else. Success, Messi once said, is not just about trophies. It's about being a good person. Messi gives back to the world. His foundation supports hospitals, education for children, and helps families in need. He donates millions quietly, without seeking attention. He teaches young players, mentors rising stars, and reminds them that talent is only a small part of greatness. Love what you do, he says. Work for it every single day. Stay true to who you are. Despite all the fame, Messi is just a family man. He enjoys simple things: watching cartoons with his sons, cooking with Antonella, playing in the garden, and enjoying quiet dinners at home. When asked what his favorite moment in life is, he answered, "Scoring goals is great, but my happiest moments are with my family." Even Messi's biggest rival, Cristiano Ronaldo, once admitted, "Messi inspires me to be better." He's compared one of the greatest ever. Messi's legacy isn't just written in trophies, it's written in the hearts he's touched, the lives he's changed, and the millions he continues to inspire. And perhaps the greatest lesson Messi gives us is this: it's okay to be small, it's okay to fail, it's okay to cry, it's okay to start over. What matters is that you never stop believing in yourself. Messi's journey shows us that greatness isn't born. It's earned through effort, failure, courage, and humility. So, what's your dream? Do people doubt you? Do you feel like giving up? Then think of Messi, the boy from Rosario who became a king of football. Let his story remind you that your past doesn't define you. Your heart, your effort, and your mindset do. Now, it's your turn. This isn't the end of Messi's story. It's the beginning of your own. Did this story move you? Did it help you learn new English words and expressions? Then like, share, and subscribe to Mindset English for more inspiring stories and English learning journeys that make you stronger, inside and out. Let's grow together. One word, one story, one dream at a time. Thank you for being with us. Keep learning, keep believing. Your story is just getting started.